Hi guys, it's Rob the Jersey Spider and welcome back. Thank you for riding along with me today. It's probably going to be kind of a short video today. Today is the 20th of August. It's a little overcast. An hour or so ago it was nice blue skies, but there is rain coming in later today, so this is what we got. It's about 81 degrees, but not high humidity. It's not bad at all out. So take a little ride down here. And it's a good luck cemetery. It goes back to the 1700s. I believe there are Revolutionary War soldiers buried here. Let's see. Patriot burials. Good luck cemetery. At least one Revolutionary War veteran, Daniel Stout, buried here. Served from 1776 to 1783 as a private in New Jersey. Pretty cool. Pretty interesting piece of history here in Lacey Township, Winoka Harbor, New Jersey. I'll show you. Here's this little chapel here. And I believe it's here where the oldest, somewhere in here is where the Revolutionary War soldiers buried. So this is the Potter Church. And I really don't know the whole bit about Universalism, but it was built between 1760 and 1765, and it's the birthplace of Universalism in America. September 30th, 1770. I've done a little bit more research on exactly what that is, but I know there's a good amount of history to this. Just kind of cool. I mean, something in my little town that's pretty historical. I'm sure I don't back in anything here. All right, we'll take a little ride down here. I don't know, I just find old cemeteries intriguing. Just kind of neat. The unfortunate part is I know several people that are buried in here. And that's the sad part. Alright, we're going to take this big hill down here and slide on out of here. So, last video I did, I talked about the squeaky brakes. Let's see if it does it here. Sure, you can hear that. So apparently it's not uncommon for these to do that. It's kind of a thing from what I'm understanding, but I'm still going to do a little more research. I've had some suggestions from my followers. They've commented, so we're going to pursue that a little bit deeper to see if it can be corrected or not. I did notice, it was after the last video, and I was driving around after I stopped recording, the left one squeaked a little bit. So I don't know. Again, there's no pulling or anything with it, so that's a good positive thing. There's no shaking or anything like the last time when I had the warped rotor. So it's not, the rotors aren't warped or anything on this. They're solid. They're great rotors. I love them. Take a little trip down what's called Laurel Boulevard, and I basically grew up on this street. So I was born up, I lived in Sayreville for the first 2 weeks of my life, and my parents moved to Brick, New Jersey, and I was there till I was 6 years old, and at 6 years old we moved here onto a lagoon off Laurel Boulevard. So most of my life was spent here. Here's a cool little story. So I play guitar. I'm a novice. I'm not good. I'm not good enough to play in a band, but I like playing for myself, and I just enjoy it. So I have I believe it's a 2011 Guild D55 acoustic guitar. And my cousin, who also plays guitar, told me about this guitar luthier, for all you guitar players out there, who lives up in Toms River. And she told me about him a while ago. Well, the other day I picked up my Guild to go play it, and the bridge is lifted off a little bit. The back of the bridge, from the tension of the strings, the glue just started letting go, and the bridge, there's a little bit of a gap, and the bridge was letting go. So I brought it to this guy, and he's up in Toms River, and it turns out this guy is famous. He actually built Eddie Van Halen's famous striped guitar. Well, he built that and 13 other guitars for Eddie Van Halen. He knew Alex Van Halen, he knew a bunch of other artists. This guy is incredible. And he's right here in New Jersey. And when he was younger also, he worked at the Guild Guitar Factory, which was one in Westerly, Rhode Island, one in Connecticut, but there was also one up in, it was somewhere up north. I don't know, maybe Jersey City or something it used to be back in the day. But what an interesting guy to talk to. So he's currently got my Guild and he's fixing that. So what an interesting guy. It's just, you never know who you're going to meet in life. Pretty cool. That's the house I grew up in. And it's on a lagoon, which goes this way right down to the bay. We'll take a ride, scenic ride down here to Laurel. So growing up here, my brother and I used to bicycle down here to the end all the time, just to take a ride. I don't know if it's like a mile and a half to get down here, whatever it is. But back in the day, when we were kids, you'll see there's a guardrail here and everything. There was no guardrail, it was just like a beach. And I wish I knew where it was, but my brother and I were walking in the water here, and this is Barnegat Bay, and I stumbled upon it was about this big, it was maybe an inch or so, Indian arrowhead. And this town has a history of having American Indians here, and there was an Indian arrowhead, and I had it for years. And I don't know what I ever did with it. I wish I still had it, because I would donate. We have a local museum, and I would have donated it to them. But somehow when I moved out of my parents' house, it got lost. I don't know. I wish I had it, though, because I'd love to have donated it. Just a neat little part of history. So we're entering a little section of kind of newer homes. They're probably built back in the, I don't know if they were built back in the 80s or 90s, but Newport Bay Club. Nice view through here. So this is the Laurel Harbor section of Lanoka Harbor, and that's where I live over near Sunrise Beach, and that becomes Forked River over there. Beautiful new, that house was just built. It's a nice home. It's got the boat lift and everything on it. It's a beautiful little community back in here. Very nice. You can see it. A little sailboat out there floating around. Beautiful. Not much wind today either. It's not really a sailboat day. There's hardly any wind. Okay, so the other thing I want to discuss today is Can-Am. The other day had their 2027 on-road reveal, and they had their off-road also, but we care about the on-road portion, if you follow me. And unfortunately, I was not able to watch it live. I just couldn't, I wasn't able to do it. So just to discuss it a little bit. So I'm going to start with the Ryker. I trained on a Ryker when I was interested in the Can. Actually, after I bought the Can-Am, I took that training course and I trained on a Ryker. So the new differences with them is there's a new steering system. The big thing is they went from a 2-cylinder to a 3-cylinder engine. And there's a larger frunk on it, a new seat, and what was the other thing? There was something else with it. Yeah, I can't remember. There's something else. I don't have a Ryker, so I'm just trying to do this all from memory. And then the F3, oh, I know what it was. It was with the Ryker, there was new panels and stuff you could put on it. They have these cool new LEDs that kind of go to the side, and you can put different color panels on it and stuff. It's nice looking. They put LED lights in it finally, and it's, oh, well, that's the other thing too. There's a new screen on it. It's got like a 5-inch color screen on it now. They got rid of that kind of ugly orange display they had on the thing. So if you're into the Rykers, fast improvements with them, it seems. The F3s, there's no big changes with the F3s. They just have this new color called Dolomite Gray. And at first it looks almost like a matte gray, like a shiny, well, I don't want to say matte, like just a flat, shiny gray, but there is actually chips in it, sparkles in it. It's really a neat color, and that's also the new color for the new Sea to Sky, which is probably more what you guys want to know about. And so Dolomite Gray is the new color for the Sea to Sky. They have a two-tone, what I'll refer to as like a quilted seat. So that's new on the Sea to Sky, and I'll try to put pictures up on the screen reflecting what I'm talking about. There's, of course, it has the backup camera, which came out last year. Finally, but unfortunately, it's only available on the Sea to Sky. They have the tire pressure monitoring system, which I have my Phobo 2 screw-in one, so it's fine. But they should have done that a long time ago. I mean, Harley's had it for years, but at least they finally came out with that, so that's a positive thing. There's a new BRP Go system, I guess upgraded system for it. I don't know, if I had one with the new screen, I probably would always use Apple CarPlay. But I don't know if the new BRP system is any good or not. I don't have one, so I can't rate that. But kind of as I suspected, they didn't change the design. A little bird told me, I think it was 2 years ago, that the new design probably wasn't coming out till 2028. But we'll see. I don't know. I didn't think it was going to happen this year, and it didn't. Yes, I'm not really upset that they didn't change the design. I've always said I absolutely love this design. However, my curiosity has the better of me, and I can't wait to see what the new one looks like when they redesign it. So we'll see. We'll see if it happens next year. We'll be talking about this again next year. If they do or don't. Either way, we'll be discussing it. Oh, so it just popped into my head, the new Sea to Sky. It is that gray color, and then they call it the accent colors. I believe liquid titanium is the accent color to the motorcycle. So then the other thing is the Canyon. They came out with a new sandstone color, which is really cool looking. Looks like you should be riding through the desert on it. It's pretty neat looking, so good job on that one. The Sea to Sky in that Moore's Red, though, was absolutely amazing. I have to tell you, I love that color. But that's what Can-Am does. They change it up year to year and give you a new color for the Sea to Sky, so that's gone. So if anybody wants one, I'm sure there's some new ones laying around, but if not, and you want that color, you may have to get a used one at some point. The other thing with the Sea to Sky is they do have the, I don't know if they still call it Vegas white, but they have the white color, so that you have the option. You can get it in white, or now you can get it in that gray. So there you go. That's the new 2027 lineup for the Sea to Sky, the Canyon, the F3, and the Ryker. Okay, guys, well, I said this was going to be a short one, and that it will be. Got to get back and cut the grass before the rain starts coming down. But anyway, I appreciate you guys joining me. Again, if you're thinking about getting one of these, do it. You're going to love it. You're going to have a blast on it. And as always, be safe, happy, healthy. Get out there and ride. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care, my friends.